Hi everyone.
Hi Greg.
Today we're going to be laying electrical lines.
Right.
And also putting together our standing mausoleum and our sunken mausoleum. And then just throwing some other stuff that we have just out there.
Right. Any concerns on our timing here? We got this weekend, next weekend, weekend after.
Well, if we can get the electrical and most of the stuff done today, that means next weekend we can haul everything down.
Right.
And set the rest of it, and then we'll know exactly, we'll probably have to do a little bit more electrical just to figure out exactly where we're going to put every little bit.
All the lighting.
I don't think the lighting is going to be a problem. I think it's just going to be making sure that we have enough electrical to go everywhere else. And next weekend we'll hit the backyard.
It's true. That'll be fun, since that'll be a whole new design.
Yep.
So that'll be good. We're also going to age up some stuff. Whether that'll happen this weekend or next weekend, but like Zero's thing there, it's looking really
new.
That's right, very new. A lot of our stuff is looking pretty new, so we'll need to age that up. I'll just take out the airbrush and do that.
Our stuff is new.
Well, that's a good point. Okay, sounds good. I'll videotape more as we put together stuff. Alright, so that's another point of view of our graveyard. Not much different than what you saw last week. Oh, we got the mausoleum up. Yay. And we'll batten down some of the hatches. It is awfully windy today. We're not too sure about the placement of that ghoulie thing. We just put it up there for now. We'll see how it looks with lighting. But that's our sunken mausoleum, which I think looks pretty nice. Dedicated to our good friend Dirk Smiler, who passed away last year in the summer. So we made him a mausoleum. He liked lace fans. Always would use them downtown in clubs. Anyway, took a while to put up. We're putting up lights right now, so it's not really all that exciting to see. But there it is. So the mausoleum's up. More detail than it had last year. Haven't put the roof on it yet, so it's still the Kingsford Matchlight cloth roof, but we'll get that done soonish. But yeah, it's looking pretty alright. We'll dab a little paint around all the zip ties to obfuscate them. And a view from the back side. Now, a nice thing here, if you saw it from the front side just a couple seconds ago.
You said backside.
Backside. It's coming from the front back to here. This little area here seems like it'd be good prime real estate for a human scare.
Maybe the zombie with chains?
Oh, I'd love to do that. If we can pull, if somebody doesn't mind being.
Let's move that somewhere else.
Yeah.
Someone doesn't mind being the zombie with the chains.
Just trying to get at. I think that'd be awesome. Something we can convince somebody to be chained up all night long.
Well, just on little hooks like this.
Yeah.
So they just, take the things off of it. Alright, I'm gonna take a break.
Go back and have a beer.
Give me a beer.
So, but yeah, Mausoleum's looking pretty good. We did all that stone edge working on it. But I don't know, I think that'll be a good scare, and won't be for people coming back out, but for people going into the back, I think it'll be good.
Alright, so here we are, what we've accomplished for today. First off, we've done a little bit around here. We just, on a whim, we just boarded up the front door.
We just did that like in the last 5 minutes.
Suction cups. Alright, so the people would walk through here. The first thing we put up is we put up our Kirkland.
Alright.
Kirkland was actually, we needed a name, and it was on the box of something that came from Costco.
That's right.
So we added an extra A. There you go. We just couldn't think of a name at the time.
How's this done? How's this made?
This is all literally just 1-inch foam,
Right.
zip tied to a pop-up,
Right.
a
So
Kingsford pop-up.
this is just a what do you call it? A pavilion.
Pavilion, yeah.
We'll-
It's a 10 by 10 pavilion. And just everything zip tied. This is zip tied on to give it the look of standing out masonry. Ooh. And then of course the new addition,
Yeah, we did the plaster peel away.
plaster peel away. And then we put in some pieces here to cover the seams, because remember these are only 4 by 8 sheets cut down so that they're 4 by 6.
Right.
So because of that, we had some gaps.
So we put in sort of fake column looking things.
Yep. And those are just screwed on.
Right. And yeah, okay, so the top still says Kingsford. We got gray cloth to cover
Yeah,
that.
we got gray cloth to cover that. The other thing we did was we put up our smiler. That is to a friend of ours that passed on 2 years ago.
Yep. About 18 months.
Great guy.
Yeah.
And I felt that it would be fitting that I would actually have something for him. I didn't want to just have a tombstone. I felt that he deserved a mausoleum. So we built a sunken mausoleum in his name.
Who else we got? We got lights. We put in some lights.
Yeah, we put up the lights. You can't really see them because they're all in the trees and nothing's
Yeah,
on.
there's one. It's just a little, silver dish lights. Hopefully they'll hold up. Got another one up there. 6 or 7 kind of floating around.
Yep.
We got our little guys here on the.
Ah, yes. These are our Dracula busts.
So.
I got a bunch of Dracula busts. I got about 4 or 5 of them from Michael's about 3 years ago. And they stopped selling them. So I started casting them up.
Right.
Just made a cast and then just started mass producing them. And by the time I finished, I had over 38. And we only need, well, we have 3 extras.
Yeah. So
So we got plenty.
those are
So as
kind
they
of
break,
nice.
we replace them.
Yeah, but those look nice. Those are pretty cool looking. Obviously, everything still needs a little touch up of paint here and there to kind of cover up the, nicks and such that things get when they get stored. What can you do?
Of course, we laid every electrical cord we were going to
Yeah. There's
and then we'll stamp them down and add the rest of the fences in later.
here's one of our. Well, you can see all the electrical cords, and they're kind of piled up all over the place. Somewhat hidden, but yeah, say it's in the dark. You won't be able to see them as well.
Yep.
So not too bad.
Next week, not much to do. Well, not much left to take out of the attic, at least.
There you go. Yeah. Still a lot to do.
Still a lot to do, yeah. Not much to take out of the attic.
The whole backyard to do.
Yeah, and we still got the whole backyard to do. And that's going to be the new stuff.
Yeah, that'll be all new. As far as looks wise goes. And yeah. Okay.
See you next week. War!
I know you were missing my ugly face. Okay, so I'm going to do the window boards. And to do the window boards, you got your standard little foam board. Alright. Green stuff. We textured these. This was before I learned the graces of using a wood graining tool. But that's okay. We use that. I'm going to use a drill to drill into it. Cable ties. And these little suction cups I got at the dollar store. And you'll notice they already have little hooks in them, which I'm going to take out, but that's going to leave the sort of the nipple of the suction cup with a big hole through it. I'm going to run zip ties through the hole, through holes that I'm going to drill into the board. I'm going to stick them up on my door. Alright, so here's the suction cup, and so I'm just going to take the little plastic hook and work it out there. So it leaves a nice hole. That's what we're going to run the zip ties through. Okay, so here we are. Zip tied on. No big deal. I could certainly use a little gray paint and touch those over. But I got my suction cups now attached to the back of 4 boards. I got a couple other boards which I can hopefully stuff underneath the current boards. Let's go and see how it looks. Okay, so here's my door before. standard glass, you know, storm door. And let's put them up. And there we're done. Real simple. That took me in total from getting home, drilling in the holes to those little planks of wood, blah, blah, I don't know, 15 minutes? I don't know. So let's get an establishing shot. So there's my boarded up door. You know, you could certainly go a lot more complex, but dang, how simple is that? No drilling, nothing at all. Door opens just fine. Now I only did one side, so you know, this side looks like crap because it says, you know, Lowe's and all that kind of stuff, but I don't care what it looks like on the inside. So there we go. Real simple one.